Welcome to Rift Rivals 2019, powered by Alienware, where the MSI champions and the other reps from EU stomp onto North American soil in hopes of showing who reigns supreme in another chapter of the EU versus NA rivalry. Dyrus making his way into the studio earlier. He'll be joining in on the NA versus EU Classic Showmatch. Kobe, though, leading the charge for the NA
He's
squad
wearing his medal.
He's wearing the WCG medal. I love it. The most recent world champion that NA has ever seen. Hello and welcome to the analyst desk as we kick things off for the week. I'm joined by Ender and Azale. Ender, this is the first time you're back in NA since hopping over to the EU side of things.
Yeah,
right?
you know, it's great, too, because I had humble beginnings here as a referee in the NA LCS, so I know firsthand just how wide the gap
it means to be a traitor.
How wide the gap is between EU and NA.
Yeah, to be a North American trader. This week has the three best teams from each region squaring off in fierce competition over the next 3 days. Teams will compete in a mix of 2v2s and Summoner's Rift matches that eventually conclude in a best-of-5 relay race where the regions blind submit teams for a shot to win the Rift Rivals trophy and title of champion. Let's get a quick look, though, at the teams competing here at this tournament. And how could we start with any team other than our MSI champions in G2 Esports?
Oh, yeah. G2 are having a phenomenal year. They got their first trophy in the LEC in over a year. They went on to win MSI. And with a team that is so stacked in talent, that has 5 of the best players that Europe has to offer, we always seem to label them the favorites coming into every match they play.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they're, favorites, perhaps just the best team in the world, right? They have been looking so incredibly dominant. SKT has fallen off some of their international competition there. They have the fastest game time of any team here by far. They're, 6 minutes faster than TL, the fastest team in NA. This team has been so dominant, has been, meta breakers and kind of trendsetters in so many different ways that they really are coming in, I think, as the heads-up favorites.
Yeah, they also have the most combined kills per minute in the world, so this team likes to blood you up. They try to fight you. And it's interesting, too, because we usually talk about this team as a win lane, win game type of team, but that has not actually been true over the last few months. It's between 15 and 20 minutes where they, on average, more than triple their leads. They destroy you in the mid-game, and it's because of their incredible ability to play the map.
Well, we'll have to watch that window of game time then, but if we flip on over to the 1 seed for North America, it is that Team Liquid, as we've talked about, who met G2 in the finals at MSI, but suffered a crushing defeat in that regard. So looking for some revenge this time around, Azale.
I remember the semifinals more.
They last more than 70 minutes.
Good, beat IG, world champions. After that, it's all a little bit hazy, but Team Liquid back to NA, had a bit of a slow start after taking a break for practice, but they are a team that actually has been super dominant in the early game. They have, the biggest goal difference, at 10, at 15 in NA. They have been dominant in the early game. Their laning phase is such a strength for them. They've taken all but one first tower throughout their games this split. So they certainly are a team that gets leads through laning, that secures mid-game advantages with vision and tries to take that mid-game fight and then win the game off of that. So, we'll see how they're going to be able to stack up against some of this really tough European competition.
Yeah, because the LEC teams, on average, have a very fast game time. So looking at Team Liquid as being one of the faster North American teams sets us up for very exciting early games, I feel like, in this tournament.
It'll also be really interesting to see how both G2 and Team Liquid have kind of adjusted and evolved their play style from MSI to now. And we will actually get an opportunity to directly compare the way these two teams specifically match up, as they've already seen each other earlier this year.
Yeah, having talked to some of the Liquid guys, they are a team that feels like they got to learn a lot from getting destroyed by G2 at MSI, and they have kind of come back and been trying to work on what they saw as some of the reasons for their losses. So, it is exciting to get to see, a couple months removed, get to see that rematch, see if they can make it a little bit closer.
If we take a step away from the number 1 seeds, though, and look at who else might be able to challenge in this tournament, I think quite obviously we have to talk about Fnatic. They are the LEC team that just handed G2 their first loss here in the summer split.
Yeah, and this team went through very big changes between 2018, where they made the World Finals, and 2019. They lost Caps in the mid lane, Soaz from top as well, and a lot of the support structure around them. And they had to settle in a little bit, especially bringing in Nemesis into the mid lane. In spring, he played pretty well, but he was never the star focus of the team. It was always about Reckless, whereas this split, they were showing so much ability to play through him and trust him to carry games.
Yeah, certainly. I think you have seen Broxa really been playing incredibly well also. This guy has been a monster, especially in that game against G2. I thought he was having an absolute carry performance. Fnatic certainly has been stepping up. I do think it was a bit more of a shaky spring as they were recovering from the losses of Caps, of SOAS. That is something tough to bounce back from, but very exciting for Fnatic fans to see them competing at this level. They are also the best early game team in the LEC. They have been monsters in that regard. And arguments can be made for them just being the best LEC team, period, as they're undefeated. They're sitting at the top of the table right now.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of questions around that because it just has been that single best of one. But because of Fnatic's ability now to play so hard through the early game, and also I think their unique ability to team fight when their comps do not set them up well for it, whether it's Broxa finding incredible insect plays on the Lee Sin or Hylissang finding ridiculous flanks on the Rakan. They are very creative in how they approach the 5v5s, and it makes them really cool to see.
Yeah, from World Finals just last year into this rebuilding phase for Fnatic. Feels good to sit undefeated in their region currently. We'll see how that translates, of course, to international competition here. Lastly, I want to talk about Cloud9 for North America. Much like Fnatic, Cloud9 has long been a mainstay of the international stage for this region and largely is the one that shows up, Azael, for our region when we look at that international competition.
I mean, it always kind of comes around to Worlds time, and whether they're third seed or not, they are the ones who are often getting to quarterfinals. They are the ones who are having these really strong performances, making it to semis against Fnatic last year.
And then usually losing to Fnatic. Going back to
2013 was still the toughest time to be a good NA fan.
Back when I was an NA fan.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, still certainly very good international performances. And I think one of the things that people always are quick to point to with Cloud9 is that this is a team that is not afraid to try different things, to play their own way, and to kind of look to kind of create a different way of playing the game compared to some of the other North American teams where people often are quick to criticize and say, you're trying to play too standard, you're trying to play too slow. Cloud9 is always a team that ramps it up, and that is often why they have success internationally. So I'm really excited to see Cloud9 against G2 and up against some of these other teams too, because they're a team that will try to fight fire with fire.
Right. I mean, quite obviously, when we were, coming out of MSI, the big takeaways were G2, their play style, and which teams in North America might be able to emulate that. Cloud9 was the first to jump to mind, the idea of the 60-40 percentage plays as opposed to 70-30s, let's say, that Team Liquid likes to hold off for. And so very excited to see Cloud9 finally get their stab at international competition against the likes of G2. The question is, when it comes to champion select, so often Reaper is credited with a lot of Cloud9 success when they are, when they're navigating champion select well. But a monster like G2 and everything they introduced to Champ Select is going to be an interesting thing for him and his support staff to tackle.
Yeah, I mean, how do you prepare against G2, right? When Wunder can play seemingly any champion in the top lane and still be so successful with it. When they can lane swap between top and mid, maybe not that successful against Fnatic, but it's clearly something that they can do. It makes this team sort of an enigma when you go against them in draft. Maybe you ban the Pyke that they can flex all around, but other than that, you just sort of have to pray that they don't pull out something that you have no idea how it works.
Right, a quick look at 4 of the 6 teams competing here. We will talk about both TSM and Origin later in the day as they take to the stage. Before we see those top teams compete, though, there is the matter of the show match to kick off the week. The day starts with the likes of Ocelot, Dyrus, and Xpeke hitting the Rift. Then Cloud9 aim to take down the MSI champions, with former duo partners Sven and Mithy facing off in TSM versus Origin in Game 4. As we celebrate another installment in the banter between regions, though, it's important to remember our humble beginnings as we welcome back some EU and North American greats for the Rift Rivals powered by Alienware Showmatch. Let's look at the players loading onto the Rift. Representing North America, we've got Dyrus in the top lane, Kobe, WCG champion, in the jungle, Reginald taking up mid lane with Westrise and Steve at support.
And representing Europe in the top lane will be Young Buck in the jungle. Medic, what is he doing there?
I don't know how he made it into this show, man.
I mean, he's really old, so I guess we can give him that.
There's that, okay.
He's not a
old
classic.
EU. It lines up.
It gets better from here for EU fans. We got Xpeke in the mid lane, Ocelot playing AD, and support Deficio.
Washed up. So they stand no chance in the bot lane.
But I thought Ocelot was the bot lane player, you know, on Origin.
Right, yeah, but somehow Expeke, snuck in there? No, these iconic players, they've made names for themselves and imprinted on League of Legends history, but obviously chief among these pillars in the scene is Medic. Who can forget his contributions to League's biggest moments throughout history? Here he is leading the charge for SK back in the day against a young TSM squad, still with Wild Turtle in the lineup.
Wow, just, you know, it's incredible. You really are quick to forget all these massive moments that Medic has been a part of.
Small dip in his career here as he had a stint on Millennium.
Yeah,
but
the Millennium days were rough. That was when his play started to, you know, simmer down, start getting a little rough, and when he decided he had to become a caster. He had no future as a pro player.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, high peaks, right, as well. People are quick to talk about the Huni and Reignover duo.
Right.
They forget the third wheel there.
Medic.
Always coming in big.
Come on.
He was instrumental.
Near undefeated season for Fnatic, and all we ever hear about is Reignover and Huni. No Medic mentions. Outside of Medic, though, in all seriousness, there are some massive names on this stage. When you think about professional League of Legends and where it started, a number of these guys were there. Of course, a few, you know, Expeke, Season 1 world champion. You go from there, Reginald Dyrus challenging in that regard, and most of them have either begun or, you know, were mainstays on orgs that are, you know, a tier above the rest.
Yeah, look, these guys were winning games before I even knew what League of Legends was.
Yeah, I mean,
say that to me.
It's really exciting, honestly, to see, you know, so many of these old-time greats come back to battle it out. And I know from talking, you know, at least to some of the NA guys, they really want to win, right? And I think that makes it exciting because there's so much pride on the line for these guys who, you know, have moved on to other careers and they don't have as much time to play League, but they still want to show that they've got it, right? So they want to impress, they want to bring it out for the fans. So I'm excited to see if we're going to get some classics or if they're going to try to play to whatever they believe is strongest right now.
See, you saying all this is making me very, very nervous because the EU team, I'm sorry, I have to say it, they do not look good. Right?
Oh, no.
I don't know why Medic is in this game when me and Vedius are both higher elo than him.
Right,
you know?
right.
It seems a little
Didn't you see the history lesson?
Look, all I'm trying to say here is that I think this might be the only game NA wins in the tournament.
Well, that is just wrong.
Well, I mean, I agree with the prediction that NA will win this matchup, but not that it'll be the only one they pick up this time around. I am very curious about that jungle matchup, Kobe versus Medic, because I believe Medic is actually playing off-role.
Yeah, he's a support player.
Yeah, okay.
He played a level 15 game yesterday.
So he's leveling an account here in North America, level 15 currently.
And he lost.
Oh, no.
It was not close.
Oh, no. Smurf detection. Blame the Smurf detection. It put me in a challenger elo game, Azael.
I'm excited for Kobe, though. Kobe has the Showmatch curse. He lost the TFT Showmatch just the other day, but he has lost like 5 or 6 show matches. So he's itching for that first win, and he's got the fire. I'm
excited for the top lane matchup, Youngbuck versus Dyrus. It's just going to be interesting to see those two guys step back up onto the stage. I don't know how much practicing they've been doing, but I know at least Youngbuck has been close with the game since he left the league. Now, to see how these Titans fare, let's throw it over to Dracos, Vedius, and Freak to get the show match underway.
Welcome to the premier battle. What? I always intro from Dash. You know that.
No, but
I've hosted so many times.
I've hosted to the premier battle of the tournament. I'm Andrew Vedius Day, joined by.
This is why you don't read
Spencer. Welcome, everyone. It's going to be an amazing show match between NA and EU.
Battle on the Rift, battle on the caster desk. We'll see who comes out on top, who gets to read the next bit of copy.
It shouldn't be.
It says 8-9 champion select, and then under it says champion select, and then it says ad lib into game, which is what we're doing.
So I talked extensively on the dive yesterday about how these comps, the Diephoria, how these comps are going to work out. And Azael said, comps don't matter. These players are terrible.
That's
and then I was like,
that is 100% true.
Comps don't matter. So what champions do we think they could perform the best on?
Deficio only knows how to play Zyra.
True. And he can play Fiddle. He does know how to play Fiddle as well.
Okay, sure, great. So we can like spam spells from long range, but so what's great is I think Deficio and Steve are probably the biggest liabilities on both squads.
100%. That's not even a debate.
Yeah, like Medic is actually not complete trash.
No, he's not.
But yeah, you've got Steve over here, and Steve did play pro actually. Like he was a starting member on Curse way back in the day. Remember casting him in like season 2, like MLG Anaheim or something with like Lapaka and stuff. But he was basically a like Plat 1 support player. Like he was on the team, but really he was on the team because he was like friends with people. He got replaced pretty quickly.
It's actually insane the parallels between Steve and Deficio.
Yeah.
How Deficio ended up on NIP is not vastly different than that exact scenario.
Yeah, and the thing is like this is a team that put St. Vicious on support, right? Like the Curse Liquid sort of like streak. They don't have the best taste in support players, so you know that'll give you a good rundown.
To be fair, OG is the team that put Xpeke on 80 carry, so it's like
That is true.
history here is definitely questionable.
Let's not forget that.
Yeah, I mean TSM Dyrus played mid lane for a little while as well, of course. Back when Reginald said, "I don't trust you to ban champions properly."
I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, Reggie was officially a top laner. He always played mid, but he was first pick in the draft.
So what we're saying is the history and the pedigree here are truly amazing. And
So hey, to be fair, Reggie and Dyrus together won North America like 3 years running.
They did,
And
yeah.
they were actually the best players in North America for a very long time. Kobe's wearing his gold medal from CLG back when they won World Cyber Games.
And
I
look,
guess that too.
the only way they can top that is by winning this Rift Rivals show match today. You can
Yep.
tell me that winning all those LCS season is great, and I'm going to tell you that was a long time ago. Right now, all that matters is this show match. It's do or die.
This is the pinnacle of League of Legends.
It really is. It's gold medal down the line.
I'm really terrified of Dyrus. Not only is he top lane, but I just think that he's good at the game as well.
He is.
And people seem to think that Youngbuck is good, but I don't think that's
Youngbuck
true.
played Heimerdinger top lane.
Yeah,
Before
and that's
it
what I
was
think
cool.
he's going to play again. Like, he was the OG Heimerdinger player. Do you remember what team did he play on?
Copenhagen Wolves.
Copenhagen Wolves, yeah.
Oh, it was the Copenhagen Wolves. Yeah.
He won a game on. Yeah.
So here's the thing, because I was talking to some of the people on both teams. We've been talking. Obviously, it's easy to talk to Medic and Kobe, but also I've just heard that, like, Ocelot
Kobe
is
talks
utterly,
to you?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Wow. He never responds in IGMs.
I was starstruck. It was such an honor.
Yeah,
you know?
same.
Ocelot is convinced completely and utterly that the solo queue account that Reginald showed him is fake and it's a smurf and it's a Plat 4 Shaco one-trick account and he's convinced it's not real. He's like, Reggie has a secret account and he's not showing it to me. But I think they might both just not be that high pillow anymore.
So what's nice is West Rice actually is on my friends list. He's like Diamond 1 right now.
What?
So, yeah,
That's so unfair.
West Rice is
Put
Diamond
Medic
1.
in. You can't put West Rice.
I think Reggie's mid plat basically. Last time I saw
Wait,
him
but West
online.
Rice was a top laner, right?
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
Yeah, he was a top laner. Actually, one of my fondest memories of West Rice was the 2012 Worlds qualifier. He was on Curse, and they had practiced this double marksman composition where they would play like Corky top.
Yeah.
And and I'm listening to the comms in draft because I wasn't casting that series. And every time they're like, "So is this the game we play marksman top?" No, not this one. All right, game 2. We're down 0-1. This is the game we play it? No, not this one. All right. Game 3. All right, so we're down. Nah, never. So they had the strat ready that like just never ran out. Like, nah, it's not the time. It's not the time. He played Vladimir a whole bunch.
And today's the day. Oh, they're doing the Origin warm-up. That's what it feels
Yeah,
like.
okay.
Is that
The huddle.
Is that Ender? Why is
What?
Wait.
Wait. Oh,
Is he wearing a referee's jersey?
it's no gender. It was the beginning of his esports journey.
So
This is classic. Yo, this is what I wanted to see, Europe. Don't be afraid to pull in a biased referee and cheat. All that matters is the W. Doesn't matter how you
So
get
for
it.
those that don't know, Ender was a referee for a long time before he became a caster. He was there for MSI finals in 2017. He was also there for a bunch of LCS matches, I think in 2017 as well. And he's now back as a referee.
I like that he's got his casting outfit underneath because he's probably casting the very next set.
He probably has to run back to the analyst desk. I'm not entirely sure what his
That's true.
strat is,
Actually, yeah, you're right. He was on AD.
but he's gone graciously undetected. So we'll
we
call that.
detected him.
Yeah, we
Our,
detected him.
our
but-
perception very
But he's
high.
still allowed on the stage. So I assume that someone who makes those decisions hasn't figured it out.
Well, McCain is the head LCS ref. You know, he's new. Maybe he's got, out-talled.
Well, we know
Ender is a bully. That's what I said.
yeah.
Ender's a bully
Referees
is winning
are
on the stage.
definitely unbiased. That's what we know as a fact. So I'm sure that everything is within the rules.
Yeah.
And this all perfectly
this
legal.
delay getting into Champions Select is definitely not because Ender is trying to buy extra time for the LEC team to strategize because they definitely did
Need the
not
help.
plan 5 minutes before we went live. They have been planning for a while.
Yes.
I swear it
Intense
wasn't
prep.
just 5 minutes before the game, folks.
No, of course
don't
not.
think that even for a second.
A quick question for you about Ender. He picked a screen name based off the Orson Scott card book,
Yes,
right? Ender's
absolutely.
game. Isn't the whole point about like Ender and like his like posse that like they're not very athletic and they're often quite short, and that ended up being like a really positive thing in the storyline of the book because they are like really good at zero-G dodgeball. That's true. You can watch the book or movie. It's
Watch the book.
I read the book, didn't watch the movie.
You do have to. I mean, you'll use your eyes.
Yeah.
to read a
Audiobooks exist too. Don't hit on
Okay,
Audible.
that's less applicable to the watch example, but all right.
Anyway, but Ender's very tall, which is unlike Ender Wiggin, is really my point here.
All
Really
right.
good segue.
Great.
There we go.
We're in Champ Select.
Let's now get into draft.
Yumi immediately banned.
That was foolish. No one on our team plays Yumi. I know 100% no one plays Yumi.
Twisted Fate.
Why would you
Reginald
ban
Reginald
CF
ban.
against Reginald? He will never lock a gold card.
What? But they're terrified of the AD.
The audience gets it.
They're
Yeah.
terrified of the AD, but you don't need those cards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
So I assume it's exclusively at this point target bans on specific comfort champions.
Yep.
Yumi really does surprise me.
Yeah.
But,
That's
and to
very
be fair,
meta.
that is a champion that I think Deficio could play.
Caitlyn, all right, they're trying to take some of the safe AD carry options out of the pool. Strong laners as well. They don't want to have to deal with that.
What's great is that moments ago, you could see joy on their faces, but then the second we enter Champions Select, everyone looks dead serious. We have the biggest group of unqualified tryhards on the stage right now in history.
We have Young Buck coaching, Dyrus looking as enthusiastic
As ever.
as ever. Yeah. In charge of the pick and ban. Oh, meanwhile, the casters really getting vocal in the draft.
And they, wow, 2 bans against Deficio, 1 against Ocelot. They are trying to really push
I think
down
they're
the top
actually
lane.
worried that Medic will do a swip
Oh,
swap.
the Udyr ban against Kobe.
Against Kobe. Medic was saying in the pre-game lobby rather that
Counter jungling is
counter
banned.
jungling is banned. Kobe, can we agree on that, please?
Oh,
they
they're
took
gonna take
Medic
the
Sejuani!
Sejuani.
Yes!
Oh,
He has to play something that
no.
requires mechanics.
Look, it's rigged.
And Udyr's already banned, so it's
Well,
Skarner. It's Skarner. It's gotta be
Got
Skarner.
nothing left.
It's gotta be Skarner. Oh,
The-
that's
Oh,
exciting.
the Pike?
That's
So-
exciting.
Wait,
Young Buck
are they
got
going to
a
lock
carry.
in the Pike?
So
Yeah.
I believe Ocelot can only play Pike.
is he,
Only champion.
Is G2 the, or is Yanko's the only member on G2 not allowed to
I
play
think
Pike?
that-
Even
I
Ocelot
think
can get
that's
it?
true, yes.
Well, we'll see what Medic's hours and hours of TFT practice.
Oh,
taught
okay.
him.
He's going
All right,
Jarvan.
back to
All right,
Jarvan.
that's fine. He can play that. I'm sad he didn't go Nocturne, though. He knows how to play Nocturne.
Your Nocturne's also a no mechanics champion.
Yeah, it's really simple. I've
Yeah.
explained it to him multiple times. You're on lethal tempo, you build full damage, and you press R. Like, you'll be fine.
Seems like a wonderful match.
Oh,
They're going
wait.
Karma as
Broken-
well.
Oh, it's 9-12 broken
What
Karma.
is this?
This champ is absurdly
This is
strong.
the most meta draft I've ever seen.
This is the best way to Band-Aid Liquid 112 of all time. He's got
They're
Karma.
going Ezreal as well.
I mean, they could have picked Sivir, right? Like, there's more meta
Oh, they
bot
could have
laners out
gone
there.
Sivir, you're right.
Where's the
No, who picked
Sonateric?
Sivir into Jarvan, man? Come on.
Oh, okay.
They're,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
picking the Ezreal
You're
for
really,
the Jarvan.
you're really afraid that Medic's gonna land the buttons.
I think the #1 game we have to play is Spot the Weak Link.
Ah,
These comps are great, but one of these lanes is going to go 0-6 in the first 8
it's just
minutes.
a solid red wall. There's spots everywhere. It's just painted. Hey, I was right.
It's Deficio Zyra. Here we
Deficio
go.
Zyra.
Great prediction.
I know him
Week.
so well.
So do we have a Pike Zyra bot lane? Is that
So
the
yes,
prediction?
when I duo queued with Deficio, he was a very solid Zyra player. He's very aggressive.
Solid
right?
at what elo?
Diamond 4. That's what the
Okay,
elo-
Diamond
right,
4 is
duo
like
play.
plat
Yeah,
two.
yeah, yeah.
Respectable.
Yeah. Last year we used to do
Oh,
it queue
okay,
a lot,
okay.
and like I would play knock mid and I would roam bot. So I think that will be their strat. The thing I'm concerned about is Ocelot roaming and abandoning Deficio because he doesn't do well alone. He's a follower, not a leader.
Yes. Weirdly leading Origin, so strange, but you know that's fine.
Professional manager in his personal time, professional follower.
Yeah.
You know? He can't do both.
You gotta go back and
Can't
forth.
be on the clock.
No, I get it. I get it.
All right, Sivir taken away, Nico taken away.
See,
so-
they don't realize that the Pike is bot lane. They have no idea. They're gonna get blindsided just like
So the thing that I do know is that very much the NA team is under the impression that Young Buck is like insane and is very, very good at the game.
That's true.
We're not 100% sure if it's true, so they might just think it's a Pike top.
So I think I know what they're gonna play top, but I think they'll save
you
it for
worried-
last
are you
pick.
worried?
Oh, are we gonna get NA Jace? Like, are we getting the original NAJs?
The
'Cause
original?
That scares me. Dyers, please don't do
Oh, they
this.
banned Cannon. All right, that's smart. I like the Cannon ban. They noticed how try-hard North America was going.
Yeah,
and they
those
were
are
like,
meta bans.
we got to take more meta stuff out of the pool.
They're limiting 80 carries.
But
They don't know.
Fools! The fools have no idea.
Until you see that Ocelot and Peke do indeed swap. Ender talked about it, that Peke was a professional bot laner on Origin.
That's what they're afraid of.
There is a very...
All right,
hey, there's
so there it is, the Renekton. This is what I was expecting
Yeah.
to
That's
come out
what Young
from
Bucks
Buck.
wanted to play.
Yeah. But now NA have counter picks. So will we see the NA Jace? That's the thing. Olaf
Wow.
top.
Wait, no,
Oh.
it's Sedge Jungle's Olaf top, which is
Or
amazing.
is it Sedge top?
No,
Olaf jungle.
I think Sedge top is trash. I think Olaf top is great. I think Olaf top is legit great. Olaf top is one of... Yes, I'm
I mean,
pretty
it's
sure
very
it is.
strong early. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. So far, NA, they have like pretty solid mid-game spite. They have a strong top side.
I'm gonna say spot the weak links based on who's playing Ezreal and Karma. I'm gonna say the confidence
West
is
Rice is
probably
legit very good.
in the Sejuani.
Yeah. I think the best players on
Oh,
NA.
they're going. So it's Karma mid like support.
No, I
Maybe.
think it's Karma
or
mid.
Karma mid. Or Lux mid. I mean, either one's fine.
Reginald's exact words yesterday when we ran into the hall were, "What the hell is good anymore?"
Yeah.
And we did
Or
say
like Karma.
Karma's really
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's pretty hard to feed on Karma. Also,
So this feels like a play, like
Expect
no, this is like Juggernaut Olaf build.
Yeah,
no?
it's top Olaf.
This is just but this is like play around the Olaf.
Yeah.
Everything on
Everything.
Olaf.
Top Olaf gets
Yeah.
farm and builds the Ravenous Hydra. So
Hey, on
we
the
got
Corki.
that's really the inspired counter pick we've waited for.
the Corki
all
Karma
right.
mid lane. Let's go.
I mean, I guess they wanted a little bit more magic damage. I'm sad we didn't get a classic like Orianna or Kassadin or something.
Yeah, Peke Kassadin. It's a famous play.
Normally, if this was a professional game of League of Legends,
Uh-huh.
we talk about comps, we talk about win conditions. Is there any of that we want
I
to
think
hit?
we should talk more about who do we expect to give the most kills. And I'm gonna go early
Medic.
and say Deficio. I think Kobe's gonna camp. No, he has to camp top. Surely he
Yeah, he has
camp
to camp
top.
top. Yeah. And Medic will counter gank, miss
Wait.
his EQ flash, and die.
No, he can't EQ flash. He will flash and then EQ, or he will EQ and then flash to escape afterwards. There's no combo of the two, freak.
I mean, he will try. Like, as a bad jungler myself, I go for like Vi Q flashes and miss them. And I go for Jarvan EQ flashes and miss them as well. He will try to step up on the stage and it will not go well.
Yeah, that's what you got to think. There's a lot on the line from young Medic here.
Yep.
He has to come onto the caster desk later. The potential for him to be embarrassed. He's looking me straight in the eyes.
Oh, where is
He might be able to do it.
Medic! We believe in you! You can do it!
That's
Hi,
Steve.
Steve.
Steve Ocelot.
Steve waved back to us.
There's a hot debate.
Who else is chatting? Kobe's focused. Kobe's not doing it.
Medic! That's it!
Medic.
Great EU atmosphere. That's what we like to see. Everyone's feeling positive.
That's good. That's going to be the last time EU is positive this entire tournament.
It's a lot of confidence.
Oh!
That's the only time you can make that joke.
Yeah.
Let's be clear. Here we go.
We
folks.
are into the game.
NA versus EU. NA on the blue side, triumphantly charging down, grouped up, ready for a spicy level 1.
Look at all the pings. Look at all
Also,
the pings.
level 1 fight. Did they agree? Did they agree to this ahead of time? Are they just going to run down and fight each other 5v5 at level 1?
All right, who has the surely NA have the stronger level 1?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's not even close. It's actually not close.
Oh,
Okay.
they've been spotted. They've been
West
spotted.
Price. Well, if you flash binding,
They're getting the
if Lux flash
They're getting
binds,
the flank. They're getting the flank. This is it. Come
West
on.
Price
I
split.
don't think the flank makes this a good play. Ocelot was
Ocelot?
maybe not the right choice.
Okay, West Price.
That was
support,
not
though.
the right.
Oh, the binding! Yes!
Ocelot
Oh, he'll
forced
live.
the flash
He'll live.
away. No.
Oh, he's so good! He's so good! Ignite! He's revealed!
Heal.
Oh!
Good stuff, Ocelot.
Liquid actually is now worse off on summoners.
He's got no summoner spells. Come on, Medic. You got to gang bot now.
All right, slightly unlucky.
Bit of a difficult start there for the NA side. Committed a lot of resources there. I think all the EU fans are sincerely happy that Ocelot did not die. Definitely felt like he deserved to after PMing in front of the Lux early game.
Oh, no, but they're going for the second invade. I don't know if Medic's going to be prepared for this. He's sitting on a ward right now.
No.
Oh, no.
Yes.
We found the weak link, guys.
Medic, if you can hear me, run away! He doesn't
He doesn't hear you.
No.
Medic is used to ignoring you. Good fight, Medic. First blood to West Rice.
Oh, great delay
Oh,
invade.
Ocelot's back. Ocelot's back. This is gonna go great.
That flash. This is a bad idea.
But they had a gentleman's agreement. No counter jungle.
No, Ocelot Medic said it, and then everyone else said lol XD.
Kobe
Wow, Peke's winning mid lane though.
That's gonna
does
be
have an
important.
early lead. So Reginald is on the Karma.
Yeah.
So you can see how terrified of Peke he is.
I think the last time they were in the same tournament was 2014 Worlds.
Wait, why is Deficio farming? That's not what you want. Ooh, Youngbuck, come on. You're the only hope now for Europe.
That's
We're 2 minutes into the game, and it's time to make sweeping statements.
Yeah.
It's doomed. He was dead in the water.
No. Okay, shh.
Okay.
Don't reveal it. Dyrus. Dyrus.
Whoa.
Dyrus.
Whoa.
What's in the bush? Dyrus.
Get him, medic! Get him, medic!
Medic going in. Gonna look out.
Dyrus
Where's the
doesn't have
flag?
his W.
Holding. He's waiting.
Flash.
Flash forward.
Yes!
Gets a
I'm
kill.
so proud of you, medic. That's it. Play around topside. We've got to get Youngbuck ahead. Shut down Dyrus. He's got no flash.
well, Darius picked up where he left off. Dying alone in top lane.
Dying alone top. I thought we were supposed to be MNA.
Imagine
Freak.
your #1 complaint in your career being that I get camped top lane. You come back for a show match, and the
And
first
you
thing that
immediately
happens-
get game top lane in 3 minutes.
All right,
After
here
they
comes
first
Kobe.
blood the jungler.
Kobe's coming bot. Deficio doesn't know how to ward, so this is a great gank from Kobe.
Oh, and Ocelot can't even last hit.
Oh,
And Kobe's not ganking.
Wait, how does Ocelot have 11 farm already?
By killing minions.
That's way higher than what I was thinking. Props to Ocelot. He's running TP as well.
Yeah.
confidence player right here.
Yep.
The entire G2 lineup practicing Pyke against each other, potentially.
He's got a Zyra support against Liquid 1-1 too. Like, this is how this lane's going to go. You're going to win this lane.
Oh, that shield's pretty massive, though.
I respect Deficio for playing a Giga-toxic dominant lane support.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
exactly what
Zyra
you
is like the
matchup.
best Showmatch support because you get to feel really good the first 6 minutes because you auto-win lane.
Yep.
And then you die to Blitzcranks and stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Personal experience.
Fortunately, there's no Blitzcranks in this game,
Yep.
so
Oh, but Medic is going to walk.
he's in Fog of War.
Oh, he didn't walk
the
by the
jungle
ward.
pathing.
He
from
like
Medic.
no. Oh,
Oh,
Reggie. Reggie dead?
The flash.
Oh,
down.
okay.
Flash
But
out.
burning the flat. Honestly, I am
Yeah.
stunned. I thought for sure Medic was going to be.
Oh,
Whoa!
the
Running.
TP volley!
Youngbuck.
Youngbuck!
It's the
He's
Fnatic
gonna kill Liquid! Oh, it's so good!
And look, Fnatic coach, now we understand where it comes from. The random TPs to get your bot lane ahead,
This
that
was-
must have been a Youngbuck
That
idea.
was definitely a Youngbuck idea. They got the early teleport from Dyrus top lane, and they're like, we have TP advantage. And
Oh, is he dead?
Oh, Kobe. Oh,
Oh,
no, but now the
man.
TP coming in from Reginald. Here we go.
Okay, no
Youngbuck is
They
abandoning
know
the...
Youngbuck is there. He's on a ward. They know he's
Of
got
course,
him.
no,
That's
you
real.
don't, you don't
It's-
see the TPs and brushes anymore, do you? You don't see that anymore.
You do, I'm pretty sure.
No, there was a patch ages ago where I'm pretty sure they removed that.
Oh, that's what they added.
this
All right,
is-
you know, whatever.
That's,
Who cares? Who really cares anymore?
All right, so good dodge out from Ocelot. The double binding onto Westeros and Liquid. They've hard committed, overextended. And this is just a great TP flank. Great
Yeah.
awareness from Youngbuck.
And what you said earlier.
Clean comms.
Let's get some narratives in. Youngbuck, the last hope for Europe. What does Youngbuck do? TP's bot lane. Everything the team needs. And now Europe has a 300 gold deficit. Not really what I was hoping. I should have looked at the scoreboard before I spoke. 400 now. Great.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
to the mid lane. And oh, that bind was sick!
good binding. Great roam there from Liquid.
What is Ender in some kind of ref dispute? And oh, he has to.
Wait,
he's getting
is
kicked
he-
out.
Leaving you
Is
stop.
he gonna go?
Oh, he's giving advice. He pressed the button
Is
down.
being
He was
kicked out
talking to them.
for giving advice to Medic.
Yeah. Ender was overhanding
This
Medic the whole time.
explains the early jungle
Oh,
pathing,
wait, yeah.
though.
We gave too much credit to Medic.
Yeah.
Kobe has a
go.
ward. All right, thanks, bud.
The legendary Sejuani Olaf gank will have to wait. Kobe
Imagine
took
being
the ward
Kobe
there.
right now and getting out jungled by Medic. Yikes.
Okay.
Medic's again on the aggressive.
Oh, binding, knocked
Oh,
out, flag
nice.
drag.
Nice,
Oh.
nice. The hook. Oh,
Onto the
okay.
Lux.
Is Liquid
Do you have
dead?
any cooldowns?
Liquid's not dead.
Okay.
Nice. Deficio missed the root. Good job, Deficio.
No, Liquid flashed it. It was a good flash from Liquid there.
Okay, now battle the mid lane. Reginald taking shots. Peke lands the Q.
Looking pretty good. Now the repeat gank. Youngbuck potentially in trouble. Dire
Level
slow.
5
The creep
only.
wave, double dash.
Nice Q.
Good interrupt.
Kobe has
Three,
mechanics.
four, stun him
That's the
down.
stun. And A gets the kill, and Dyrus gets revenge for the first gank. Now Root in the bot lane as well.
NA coming back now onto the map. They've extended the gold lead to about nearly 1,000, and it all off the back of Dyrus, who's put in an early deficit, but this is his homegrown turf. He knows how to handle this situation, and he finds a way back in. Honestly, the biggest deficit is actually going in the bot lane, because Ocelot, how is he so far behind in gold?
Well, Ezreal got the first blood.
Kleptomancy.
And Ezreal got first blood as well. Restorator's got a 400 gold bounty to start the game out, so
That's true.
that is going to do a lot of the heavy lifting there.
And you can see Deficio slowly realizing that his time as a lane dominant support is going to end.
Yep. Your opponents don't
Once
have
he hits
items.
6, though, they have strong all-in that 2 versus 2. I mean, NA's just playing
So,
the scaling game.
I don't know how to tell you this, but it does require Deficio hitting a root.
I mean, it does rely on that, yes.
So theoretically, yes. In actuality,
Kobe's got a level lead. It's his control ward.
Oh, they just got a
Medic.
bot, though. He's going... Oh, that's good
Down.
binding once again. Liquid on point.
But they can fight him. Medic has to EQ over the wall.
there you go.
What mechanics? Medic, that was incredible. This is the guy who plays Sona, by the way, hitting buttons in order. Sometimes a difficulty for him. So, impressive stuff. Actually has skill shots.
That's the first time we can say that's like a really professional skill, though, pushing Sona buttons in order.
Oh, Peke's been rooted.
Oh,
Reginald
but
taking more
Reginald-
damage. This is painful.
The Valkyrie.
It's gonna hurt a lot. It's gonna hurt a lot.
no. Rock
Peke!
game, flash
Oh, the
Oh,
shield!
good shield. But here comes Sejuani. Peke, I think you're dead,
Level
mate.
6.
W should still be down. It's like a 45
Medic is
second
there.
cooldown. It's 26, but you know, close enough.
I feel like Kobe's not going as ham as I expected Kobe to go.
Kobe is being so reserved.
Yeah.
He really wants to win.
Oh yeah, he does.
He's not willing to risk anything on a 50-50.
You know, the last Showmatch Kobe actually won was an NAEU Showmatch.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, was it the one where GBM randomly subbed in?
Yes.
Okay.
GBM
Oh,
hard character
okay.
quick shot.
Just, I'm going to say classic NA. Subbed in a Korean player in the NAEU
It was
Showmatch.
LCS versus LEC. What do you want from me?
Well, Infernal Drake, good job. Honestly, NA are just slowly winning the game, Betty.
Yeah,
I don't really know how to feel
They
about
have a
this.
massive mid-game spike, too.
Yep.
I mean, I'm still looking at Youngbuck, and I'm like, he's got a Kindle gem. That makes
good.
me feel good.
That builds into an eventual Black Reaper.
Peke is beating Reginald as well, so we can continue the narrative. EU mids greater than NA mids.
Got it.
Right? Ocelot asserting his dominance.
Yeah, stepping forward with the hook to let him know he means business. Deficio missing intentionally, baking them into a false sense of security, folks. This is Zyro
Ooh,
101.
look at the package roam from Peke. He was looking for a play bot, but Kobe, he's hanging around. He knows that there's something happening. Great awareness
Yo.
from some
From the
call,
brush.
Some call Kobe the Xmithy of the
He
jungle.
actually can't hit a fruit.
Hey, listen, Ezreal has no boots, okay? He is really slippery.
Yep, that makes sense. Oh wow, Peke lighting the river on fire.
That's not great.
We need those. It's a metaphor.
Yeah.
And moving on. Oh, by the top lane.
Medic is here. That's
Unstoppable Dyrus. That's, you know, how I would consider him most times.
Oh,
Wow,
flash
Deficio.
again.
Yep.
Right, when are we seeing these Ocelot roams? That's what we need. I'm impressed that Ocelot is winning in farm. However,
Yeah.
it has cost them a lot in terms of Kleptos. They're looking for the dive.
Here
Can
we
Europe
go.
pull it off?
Dyrus
Kobe's
flash.
here too, though.
He's gonna get stunned. Kobe, nice
Gone.
stun.
Locked him under
They're
tower.
gonna run for
Protect is
one.
gone. Are they gonna get it back though? Pike is here. It's gotta be the execute. Kobe flash to safety.
Medic
Wants to keep it
Medic
going.
could have done a turret.
But that's
He's
too
gonna
long.
go
They're gonna go
He's
down.
gonna do a turret. Kobe!
Actually,
Kobe!
The execute is there. Oh.
Ocelot roams. That was the Ocelot roam.
And that's a
TP.
2 for 2 in a 2 versus 4 from North America. Great stuff from Kobe, doing what he can to keep his top laner alive.
Second plate. Ocelot's doing good work.
Yeah.
Yeah, this,
2-0 on the Pike.
yep.
He's making G2 very proud right now. He has this early kills. That's what he needed on the Pike.
Yeah.
So now he's going to look towards completing his early Duskblade. But now we see the dive setup. Great ultimate use here from Kobe. They just force onto Nukeduck, who's just tanking out the tower. He can't flash out in time, and then Kobe using his flash. That's the mistake there from Medic. He flashed too early. He should have waited a little bit longer, gotten closer, and then once the rest of the team were in position, then they could have looked to set up the play.
He plays only Rakan in prep.
Yeah. He just, that was a lot of
Like
enthusiasm
Rakan gets
from
to go
Medic.
in and go out. He doesn't understand that Jarvan gets one, you know?
Oh, the battle in the top lane continues.
I like that Youngbuck is clearly just hard rushing Spear of Shojin and has no interest in anything else.
Oh, the Ocelot. He's going on to Westray.
Oh, that was a nice
Flash.
flash, but Westprice is smarter than him.
Woo!
Juice out to the
Oh my
side.
God,
Damage to
Westprice
Deficio.
cannot be
Westprice
touched.
is so good at League of Legends.
He's in a 1v2, and he's forcing
completely
this duo
better.
back.
There
Finally
it is.
lands a binding.
When the moment finally counts, Deficio lands the binding.
Yep. Reggie has a blue buff. And Kobe didn't see the control ward.
Oh, they see what the Lux is. Look at the Lux.
Oh, okay.
Only level 5.
Rocket's missed though.
The
think he's
shields
okay.
are so big.
Yes.
That's-
Oh!
Yeah, Dyrus is back. That's not. Oh, do not want to fall
Yeah.
on that man.
Dyrus, let's go. And oh, Kobe sees Medic.
Uh-oh.
Medic sees
Will they
Dyrus.
dive medic?
Dyrus sees Medic.
It's an intimate moment.
No, Kobe's just counter-joining. They may set up for the dive, though. You can see it. He's behind them right now. He even got that deep control ward in. Medic is so squishy. He's going for the damage routes.
All right, here we go. They're gonna go for the dive right now.
Medic pushing forward, wants to take down Dyrus, tries to leap out to safety.
The ult comes in, they're gonna go fight back. He's gonna take a lot of damage.
Down! Ooh, easy.
A very clean dive from the North American squad. Medic, he really stood no chance there. Kobe has a massive level advantage going for Cinderhulk.
Here we go, though. Ocelot throws the Lux back. Is it going to be enough damage? Can they take down Steve? Steve.
Whoa! Not the best Lux ult.
There you go.
But he did successfully fire his laser. So,
He
pretty
charged
happy
it.
with that one.
It
firing.
looked really cool, folks. Even if
comes
it didn't
Ocelot,
do
here comes
anything.
Ocelot.
Oh, one more.
Got the damage,
Good
not
amount
the
of
stun
damage.
though. Oh, is he gonna live? The
Going to be
root!
Division
Oh, the
Control.
ult so clean!
Westprice wants a second kill. Gonna be it.
The massive outplay coming in from North America. Ocelot and Deficio crumbling under the sheer weight of Westrice's return to the stage.
You know, absolutely agree. You know, speaking as a fellow color caster, I just feel like the actual macro play of North America is incredibly high. And Vedius in the top lane, a 2v1 against Youngbuck.
All right, Youngbuck, run the crocodile. He spins, he dashes, he runs. He's trying to escape the angry Olaf, and he does it. Beautiful execution from Youngbuck. Break that play down, Dracos.
But at the end of the day, NA still getting those major cooldowns, taking that ult away in the 1v1, getting the wave set up nicely for the Olaf. It's a beautiful thing. As we look back on this, you can see sheer determination to land a binding from Deficio finally pays off. Now, this is the controversial moment, folks. Bam! Hits nothing, but what does it do? It sends a message, folks, and that's what's important. What does the message mean? Not sure, but he sent one most certainly.
Said soon.
It's one of those spam emails like, hey, give me your bank account number and you'll get $1 million.
So my favorite part of this is I think Ocelot forgets that his ult ignores shields, and then he realizes...
No, he was rooted.
Wait, no, because he did enough damage, and then he walks away, and then he comes back and realizes, oh, I can actually get this kill.
Steve, these messages, what do they mean? What are you trying to tell us?
NA greater than EU. Spelling out the letters. It's like skywriting on an airplane.
Yes.
Someone,
Just every 40 seconds, a new character comes out.
someone show us the lines of every Lux laser fired this game. Show us the message he's writing.
Okay.
There's a code, and we will decipher it. Medic being forced back by Kobe there. Now notice how North America have brought all 5 members down into the mid lane. They want to secure this Cloud Drift.
Yes.
Objectives are important, and they recognize that.
And NA going 5 mid and just sitting there for 30 minutes is our primary strategy. You may have heard of the NA ramp.
But look at all these wars that they have. I mean, this is, admittedly, there are a little oversaturation, but better safe than sorry is always my motto, you know?
Really, it's worth pointing out that even though Deficio might have one lane, Liquid is a better support.
I
That he
mean,
actually wards, does things
That's
first
true,
blood,
you're right.
doesn't run Sork shoes first item,
What?
actually helps the team.
he's going Moby Boots on Lux so he can roam more, you're right.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll give you that one, Freak. I felt like we discussed the
He
beginning
did
of
go
the game.
Guardian instead of Aftershock, though.
Which is good because I think Guardian's actually just great
Yeah, I think it's
overall.
fine.
It provides more takeiness to your teammate at the cost of, because keep in mind, you have to land light button to turn on Aftershock, Dracos. You have to land light button.
He's hit bindings. You can't hit the ult. There's a difference.
There is, but still, I think it's a safe bet. Guardian's really hard to not use. EU players and Medic. Keep in mind, Ender was also part of that.
Yeah, that's true.
This is a 65.
I've never seen a jungler so hard micromanaged in my entire life.
You notice that as soon as he's talking to micromanage, he's now
Yeah.
hero 3 and 2
Struggling.
instead.
And I think EU fans, this is where you start to get a little nervous. Mostly because Westrice is untouchable and starting to approach 2 items. Ocelot has bits and pieces, and Deficio still has not hit a binding.
We don't understand!
What are you telling us?
What does it mean?
Oh, that was a binding though. Oh, imagine he has ult right then. What would have happened?
There's too big a fish to fry for
Look,
Heat.
I don't think you understand. It's really rude to hit someone with CC and then the ult. You have to give them the chance to dodge or
It's
just
true.
Well, now Kobe's here, and he will land his skill shots.
Their
It's gonna be
eyes
really
are
hard to
set
miss.
on the tower. TP coming in from Ocelot.
You can't cancel these.
This is
Kobe?
All right, he's fine. He's fine.
You should have ulted. This is time to shine, Ocelot. Run it down for your
First turret of the game to North America.
The objective control from the North American squad, honestly, flawless this game. I can't criticize them in any capacity. Great vision setup. They've had Kobe everywhere that he needs to be, and it's just this is macro. This is what this is.
This is peak League of Legends. I mean, we thought Europe set the stage for it back at MSI,
All right,
but
Ocelot with the 1v1.
not having a great time. Kobe's suddenly here.
Oh, no.
Westbridge got the auto attack.
Oh no.
Once again, the European strategy, lull them into a false sense of security by running it down. It's big brain plays, folks. You don't get it, okay? You don't understand what they're working on here. I don't either, but they probably do.
They're scaling with, Corki Renekton. I'm sure that's their like Spear of Sojin Renekton. That's good late game, right? Surely, right?
It's the Liquid 112 of macro, really, is what this is from Europe right now. It's like, we've got Liquid, you've got all of you.
Ocelot's coming out of this bottom lane like, can I poach Westrice for next season? How do I get him?
Plays a mean Ezreal.
Liquid, he can see Medic. He's looking for the binding.
Oh, Medic. Okay,
Going
that's
back
the wrong
in.
direction. He's in the team. What? He hit Youngbuck.
I can't believe it.
damage.
Ooh, they actually forced the flash out from Kobe. I like that power play from Medic. It's 2v5, yet he forced Kobe to flash.
Flash over. Ooh,
Oh, that's the
Erica
entire
wants it.
squad.
Youngbuck with the
Oh,
ult.
look at that true shot
Medic's
run.
gonna die. Youngbuck's gonna die too, probably. The flash out. Dyrus is gonna walk under the tower, walk him down. Westrice does so much damage. NA just dominating.
And there's nowhere else on the map that EU can punish. They're just trying to rush back to the murder scene, but there's nothing left for them to do. North America securing themselves another tower.
Yeah, it's gonna go down. Nice poke out of Westbridge as well. Now if they can land another binding, comes up in a couple seconds.
Ocelot.
Looking for Peke.
Efficient.
Looking for it. Nice juke.
Oh!
Kobe had the health! Oh, Stranglethorns! They're gonna find a knockup. They find a kill, but Fish are gonna lose his life as well.
I think that the moral victory for killing Kobe, but
Yeah.
really,
But we just suck, Dracos. We just suck.
this is a weird feeling. Is this what it feels like to be from NA?
Yes. Here's the thing, though. Like, I've cast LCS. We lose to NA teams all the time. I'm
That's
like, I just want to point out. North
Wait.
America has
Oh,
the
TP.
Oh, okay.
Westrice.
Okay. Here we go.
Probably Youngbuck.
They're
All
going
right.
on the Liquid.
Liquid.
Here we go.
That
Cork
dash did
Judas
not
rockets.
connect. That
This is
cold
spinny.
sneak did not connect.
Oh, it's a slow. Look at him holding on to losing singularity.
Oh, God.
Oh,
He went
no,
back and
Westrice.
killed everyone.
Oh, mechanics. He gets away from the shield.
No.
Oh, again!
Yes!
4 misses.
What does he want? Yeah,
Oh,
one
Reginald's
for
here as
4.
well.
Okay, here we go. The push
Westrice.
in. Westrice flashes.
Reginald's
Gets away from
killing-
Youngbuck.
oh,
Oh, they're all
They're doing
dying.
it. They're doing it. Oh, no, watch out for Youngbuck.
Oh, no, that's the
Double kill for Karma. Oh, which catches up to you? Is Shakara's rooting for us or them? That's the question. Triple kill.
for
He's going for the
Fishio.
quadra.
Oh, that's a kill. 100% of the time Fishio dies
Moment
here.
of truth.
Ocelot is dying bot
Land the
lane.
snare. It's too late.
Quadra kill. Where's the TP?
Needs to be
Get him
caught.
over there. That's an ace across the map.
Yeah, it's an 8K gold lead. Deficio's complaining about something, but
All right, we'll get him in game 2, right? Surely. We'll,
Yeah. We'll get a tie out of it. Best of twos. Your favorite.
So here we have
a great format.
the flanking TP from Reginald. This is what I would call, well, this is just kind of running it down a little bit. However, I mean, you could see what Europe was trying to do.
Gun down.
Run, run!
Steve. Medic, he's stunned.
Target
Medic.
stunned. Now's the time to ult, Steve. Target's no!
He was stunned.
He was stunned, Steve!
Oh, my.
I can't. I'm proud of Steve because he has 8 stacks on the Medjais, but it's also kind of a crime against Lux players that a man who has literally hit a single ult in the least consequential situation has 8 stacks.
So I just realized in the old chat, Medic just typed "get wrecked" after getting out. Oh, that's great. He's 1-5 and he's still.
Okay, Kobe's blaming the ping. He's like, I'm not used to 0 ping. I should have arrested you. But he tried to buffer his Q against the flag and drag.
Bot lane, bot lane.
Bot lane, bot lane.
Fuck.
Okay, it's over.
Never mind, back to mid lane.
Pan away, don't show him.
Zoom in on the corpse.
It's not happening, Europe. Everything's
Okay.
fine, we promise.
Nice package.
All right, so Peke, he's like, I want this 1v1 v West Rise. Even though he gets ulted, great use of the cleanse. Peke still got some of those old school mechanics.
Here we go.
All right, then this is the one. All right,
the moment
let's see
to
when he
shine.
stops the EQ.
You can see what he tried to do.
Oh,
I
it was
don't-
too early.
If he landed the Q,
The best play of the tournament goes to Medic, who's not even a real EU player.
wait, what?
You saw the drop down. It was EU players and Medic.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
If the graphic says so,
Wait,
right.
you weren't convinced by the historic images that were clearly real of his time playing as a competitive
I'm just
player
following
in
the
Europe?
graphic. Like, I follow whatever's most recently in front of me.
That's fair.
I was
Respect
initially
that.
saying he was an LEC player. Now I'm not.
There you go.
Turret goes down. EU still a 0. A little unlucky, but it's okay.
And now is the time, the trademark EU move. We've baited you finally into a false sense of security.
Yes.
You're convinced that you have a 10K gold lead and are going to win. But what you don't know is that we've got a lot of heart on
Yes.
the EU side.
We have vigor and we have confidence.
Where this is the Mighty Ducks moment,
You have
folks.
confidence?
No,
I-
no.
How much
no,
confidence do you have
no.
right now?
I mean, Ocelot always has confidence.
That's true.
Yeah.
Regardless of what situation he's in, he's thinking of a plan.
He will not let reality stop him from believing.
No, it won't. And you know that he's going to channel his inner Umayan, and the moment will come. He just needs one ult, and that's it. The resets will come.
Well, then it's 2 ults.
Xpeke will backdoor. Like, your Nexus is basically open for the taking.
That's true. He is a 2-kill Corki with almost a gunblade, so
No, I think he's going Bork
I
for some
think
reason.
he is going for,
Yeah. that is
for more attack speed
That's-
and kiting power.
really bad because it's still. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, just kidding.
Sidestep.
Great stun,
walk
though,
into that
from
one.
Ocelot.
He went Sork Shoes, and Blade of the Ruin King deals physical damage. Like the
Yeah.
on-hit doesn't switch because of Corki passive. So
Okay, if there's one thing I've learned about pro players, historic or current, they don't read.
that's true. They hit buttons pretty good, though.
They hit buttons real good. They don't know what item paths are right. They just build what feels right. And for Xpeke, Blade of the Ruin King feels.
Oh, there it is. The
Medic
black
going
side.
in.
Medic's trying.
Kobe,
He's
though,
gonna
just in the
die.
backline. Kobe's actually unkillable. Steve, once again. And his champion cannot hit an ult, but Xpeke is dead. Dyrus is going to kill the Vizio too. This is an absolute slaughter. Ocelot's running for his life. Youngbuck gets to stand and watch all of his dreams slowly die, but Flash will take him to safety.
Oh, Ocelot's slowed. He's gonna die too now. This is the chase down. Triple kill for the Olaf. Dyrus, 8 and 2. Flash Q.
Dyrus is
Nice
going to be
boy.
it.
Woo!
Reginald steals it away.
26 to 7, 0 turrets, 0 objectives taken by the European squad. We
Honestly,
got
this has
game
been
play.
quite a close game.
It has
You can
been.
see here, this was really the pivotal team fight that I think swung it in North America's favor. The level 14 Karma misses all skill shots, but it doesn't matter because in the 1 versus 3, Kobe can kill everyone. He gets pulled into the light binding. Ocelot getting confused as to whose ult that actually is. And Olaf, he feels confident he can outplay the backline with his Olaf.
You can't crowd control him. So it works out pretty good.
You can see like 1 or 2 small differences. Europe could have
Played a
done
lot better.
slightly more damage
Yeah.
in that fight.
Okay, now Reggie's in a 1v4. All seconds away from the root, but no
I'm
stun.
gonna be honest, at this point you kind of put your money on Reggie, but
All right.
we'll see.
Nope, Medic's coming around. He sees Reggie. Gets rid of the blast
Get
cone.
out! Good job, Medic.
All right.
Good escape.
Not
You made
the-
it away. Reggie,
the-
ooh, thank God
not
you
the
survived.
cleanest.
Good job, Medic.
Medic wearing a Fnatic jersey, I think, on that Jarvan.
Reginald, there it is.
Okay, there we go.
Can't run out of that one. The hook.
He's
gonna connect
both of
enough
them, they got
damage.
damage! Woo! Nicely done right there. Massive dollars coming in. That was the first death of the game, so Reggie, 1,000 gold goes over for the shutdown.
All right, this is it. This is Ocelot's moment. He's literally built his entire career for this.
All right, this is the first time in Medic's career he's had a smite. So let's see if he can steal a Baron.
Oh,
Youngbuck.
Youngbuck with the
heal.
heal. Wow. Evaporated by West Rice.
Oh, no,
There's a
the
stun.
Vizio.
Goodbye.
That's it. I can't. EU can't come back. That was what we were holding
Oh,
on
Peke
hope
got
for.
another kill.
Peke?
I mean, he's probably dead.
No!
Liquid hit 2 skill shots in that fight.
Oh my God.
Liquid is so good at this game.
Steve! That is imagine if their manager can do that, what their player's gonna do.
Core JJ's job is on the line right now. This is,
How does he have 25 stacks?
it's terrifying.
How did Europe let this happen?
Oh no.
Oh!
Okay, that was good.
Ocelot,
Wait,
vengeance.
that was actually a really good mechanic.
Owner on owner, 1v1. They're not respecting it. NA
No.
is going to protect Steve.
Actually, I wonder who has more gold now. Oh, actually, Ocelot still does.
Thank God.
As long as Ocelot's making money, EU is fine.
Yeah. He's 4-1 right there.
All right, so how does Europe come back?
Ooh.
Can we get Ender back on stage?
So,
Potentially in one of any of the 5 seats.
so you need Froggen to come over to the server room, throw Ham into the server.
Right.
Yeah,
Have the game disconnect.
I think we need a remake.
Remake.
That's what I think we
Remake.
need.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do we make that
You
happen?
need a good old-fashioned 2012 Worlds.
All right, Ocelot, here we go. This is it.
This
Prove
is not
your
it.
medal.
Once again,
His
bait.
medal is iron at this point. Kobe's wearing a gold medal. So, he's got that one going for him.
Yeah, the very applicable skills
They're
from a
playing
2010
a 1-4 right now. They have Kobe pushing in bot while the rest of
I love that jungle split push. That's the real strat.
Yeah.
You're
Who
engaged.
can stop
thing.
him? Who can stop him,
Medic
really?
hits
Oh
nobody
my.
and dies! Woo!
Wow!
Medic!
Medic feeds everyone here.
there you
Big
go.
damage to Peke.
Peke?
Nice.
Not enough.
Okay. I think NA's winning this team fight. In my good
It's-
opinion, they're winning.
They are, in fact, winning. I can confirm.
Why did you ever stop being a color caster?
No?
It's on point.
Because we already had Kobe and Jat.
They don't bring the same analysis that you bring.
That's true. But that's what I told them. But I was overruled. It was go to Europe or be a or be a play-by-play, and I was like, well, that's an easy choice.
At this exact moment, folks, if we stop the tournament right here, NA are Rift Rivals champions.
North America, best region in this building right now. Kobe wins another show match, and all it takes is having to fight Europe to do it. When he battled other North America players, lost that show match too.
Wait. This could be a crucial mistake from North America. When backed into a corner with a Nexus exposed, that is Peke's element.
I just really
And he
want to
has
point
the
out.
package.
He has the package.
I just really want to point out. Kobe wins every NAEU match he ever plays and loses all the other ones.
I just want to
World
point out.
Cyber Games gets SK. Show match here. Show match last time around. Always beats Europe. Never anyone else.
I don't want to complain too much to get my Johns in, but it is your caster's Kobe, our caster's Medic.
Oh, nice outplay there, Medic. Keep running, keep running, keep running.
Oh, dodge the Ezreal.
Wow.
Well timed on the
Good
GA.
mechanic.
Oh, the great escape. The great.
Wait, Darius thought the game was over and left the game. And then reconnected. He was so sure his team could close it out without him. He was wrong.
He's got TP. There's his easy rock.
He's letting him do it.
Dance
Like,
on
I
him.
believe in the 4v5.
Here comes Ocelot. Moment of truth. Just
I
kill
believe
Steve.
in you,
It's all for
Ocelot.
Steve.
Get
It's all for
Steve!
Kate does it.
No!
Steve's alive!
Yo! We got it!
Moral victory.
No, win the 4v5, please! Please kill them all! They did it! And Darius is coming back! He's got redemption! And North America wins the first game of Rift Rivals!
And it was truly the only game that matters. For this was the best and brightest of NA and EU.
This was the game of the games. This was just such a clean performance. Medic, really the weak point of the team.
I just honestly, can we get another round of applause for Steve's Luxalts? Like,
Yeah,
they were
congratulations,
spectacular. Steve MVP.
MVP of the game.
Just unstoppable.
I do want to point out that official end of the game was Zerka Screeps and a Hurricane.
Nice. He was going for that late game scaling kind of builds.
Yep. Every single EU player had a KDA less than 1. Ocelot was close at 4-7-2. He tried really hard. I think that was the MVP for me.
Wait, we lost the Diforia bet.
Yeah. What does that mean?
We have to make
a promotional video like they did with the "It's free." Emporium Carnivorium.
I can't wait for that one. That's beautiful. Young Buck, an unlucky 2-10-3. Got targeted a little bit. Had to frontline for the squad.
I mean, he was supposed to be the hope of this squad, and you really let them down. He had that one great TP play, bot.
Yeah, and he got given a kill top lane. Well, he didn't even get assist on it. His top laner died as Medic ganked him.
I think we were given a bit of a false sense of hope when Medic was being micromanaged by Ender, and we were convinced that he was like, we're like,
his early
what is
jungle
this brilliant? I was like, his pathing's insane. He's walking around every single ward, and then like we kind of noticed that he was being micromanaged. Then it looks like the other refs noticed too, and it wasn't allowed anymore for some reason. You're not allowed to cheat. What? It's a show match.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, still had to be his mechanics, and that showed very clearly. But
That's true.
yeah.
To be fair, we tried really hard to get Vedius subbed in at the last minute. It was just not.
Just hey, call in sick. Come on, just, get the Nocturne in there. It's fine.
It's fine. You know what? This was a great game for North America.
It was a great game for North
They
America.
adapted to the meta. They demonstrated a wider champion pool, I think, which really hampered Europe.
Yeah.
The moment Medic lost Sejuani, I think it was always going to be an uphill battle.
Yeah. Somehow your team didn't realize you should ban Karma and Sejuani. You banned TF and Udyr.
Yeah.
And that was a mistake.
And we said that the draft wasn't, and admittedly, let's put it down to draft. Let's
Yeah,
say,
you know what?
Let's
different
say,
draft, different result.
Honestly, bad read on the meta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you come into a tournament, you think that
Individually,
Twisted
I
Fate and
felt
Udyr
like
are
it
gonna
was
be good.
pretty close, I would say.
Yeah, that's definitely when I thought watching bot lane when combined Ocelot next.
When I saw
no skill
Kobe
shots.
and Medic's jungle pathing, I felt like that they were like two mastermind junglers just reading each other.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I felt.
Incredibly high level skill.
Yes.
It says my name. Am I allowed to read this?
For an in-depth breakdown of that epic clash,
Oh,
then over to
nice.
Opley and Riv.
For an interview. Teamwork.
Thank you, gentlemen. I am here with the victorious bot lane of Team LCS and someone from Team LEC. Yeah, sorry about that. But Westeros, I want to come to you. How's your back feeling, man?
Oh man, actually my team was not too heavy. You know, they actually, they were actually pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they were trying to like do this cheese thing in bot lane, like the Zyra pike, and I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna stand at turret. I think I was like 4 levels behind, so I was,
Literally what happened.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, it's not gonna work. You're not gonna get the opportunity.
Well,
So
now,
it was good.
hold on a second. I think we need to point out the highlight of the game. Your Luxults. What was going on there? Every single time you threw a Q, started charging a laser, we were all sitting at the edge of our
I
seats.
know. I think I whiffed like 20 of them in the same game. It's just really bad. Yeah, I did have 25 stacks.
25 stacks?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I went
pretty impressive,
measures.
actually.
Yeah, so I did okay.
That was pretty smart. Ocelot, I noticed. Are you crying right now?
I was very close to it. That's why I brought this, so that I...
Ocelot, tell me, where did it go wrong for Europe, and why was it when you guys got on the plane?
To be honest with you, I expected, so I played a couple of Pike games before leaving. Actually, I've been working on this very hard. I was just trying to convince them, yeah, I play Syndra bottom and like never
That's what
mention
you were saying
Pike.
yesterday.
Never playing Pike. That was all a game. But I thought I would hit more than 1 Q on Sejuani. So I failed my god, Umajan. I failed him very, very hard.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed you had Ender trying to coach your team at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
I heard the only reason why Medic even got that kill. So even with this unfair, coaching advantage, you guys still took the L. But Westeros, tell me about the team, because I heard at the beginning you guys were all like, let's just swap around positions.
Yeah, originally I was actually gonna play top lane and Darius played ADC, but we were playing solo queue for a little bit and it was like, okay, no, this is not my champion. Maybe we should swap. And I was like, so I pretty much did the autofill.
Overall, you guys were going to swap too. Wasn't there going to be a change up for your composition or how you were going to play bot to mid lane?
No, it was the moment I got told I was playing mid, I was like, I refuse to lose against Reginald. That's the one thing I can't do. So yeah, and
So he
Peke
lost
plays
to
that.
me instead.
Exactly. Peke plays much better mid than me, so this is no. I'll tell you something. The Fisher is pretty bad. Like.
The shade.
And then we have our jungler. Like, let's be honest, I was not very good, but that was terrible, dude. That was terrible. That Jarvan, he was like, finally I have 0 ping, I can EQ combo into flash. I don't know if you saw, he did EQ combo into flash at the mid lane. That was not pretty. That was not...
Not pretty at all.
I was rooting for NA the whole time.
All right, well, Steve, really quick before we go, did it feel good taking down Carlos? We heard him talk a lot of trash on Twitter before coming into, today.
Yeah, it felt great. It's a good start to Rift Rivals, NA over EU, so we're going to finish this as we started it.
I like the confidence going into it. Riv, anything else that you want to ask him?
I don't know. It's a lot. I just gotta say, was it fun getting back with the team? Was it fun playing? How was the time up there?
All's been great. I really have this was a good opportunity to change my very terrible past months of legacy playing games. This only made it worse. So overall, a great trip. The guys are looking forward to play and looking forward to kick some ass. Hopefully again, Team Liquids.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Wonderful. Well, you know what, everyone, one more time, please. Round of applause for your victors and one for the consolation clap. Guys, congratulations. We got more games coming up, but let's go back to the desk to see what's going on.
Thank you very much, Avali. With that, NA is crowned Rift Rival champions.
We did it!
The weekend is over. Regional leagues return next week, so
Not how
tune
it
in for
works.
What?
No, we still have more games. That game actually didn't matter at all.
But you know what we can do? Celebrate Kobe's Showmatch victory. Let's go, Kobe! Yeah, buddy! He got it.
I never doubted him. Bet on him on the dive.
Okay, so we can commend North America for drafting well, but I think at the same time we have to condemn them for playing the most meta competition.
No. We take those.
No.
We take those, Dash. We take those wins.
It's honestly disgraceful that they're tryharding this much. I told Medic, don't go to your blue buff. What does he do? He goes to his blue buff and he dies level
So
1.
they're admitting to cheating.
Excuse me.
I'm live on air here.
I was refereeing the game. I was just trying to make sure it was fair because it was severely mismatched.
Okay. So evening things up in the matchup there. As we roll through some highlights here, things did not start well, as we saw with the first blood going over to NA. But I have to admit that Medic bounced back in the very early levels well, probably due to your coaching.
I wonder who coached him
with a
early
gank to the top lane. It almost looked like he was out jungling Kobe, and then I guess Ender was asked to leave the stage, and it all turned down.
Yeah, it looked like you could have used a couple imports.
Right? Yeah, maybe. Quadra kill coming up for Reginald. That was surprising to see, of all things, on the Karma. But I think that Westrice is really the guy you have to put your eyes to for the NA squad in terms of top performer.
Yeah, he was actually playing really well, like legitimately really well. So I think all the skill shots, holding his arcane shift for the right times, holding his flash for the right times. He actually played a legit good game. To me, he was by far the most impressive person in that game. So I was like, damn, because he's playing off roll too. That was pretty hype.
Yeah.
He's off roll, but he's on a tryhard champion. Let's just settle down here a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, so was Deficio playing that Zyra for the lane.
Look, let's be real here.
There was a couple of mechanical issues.
Deficio looked real boosted.
Wow. 11.5 KDA, over 1,200.
Look at this monster, 1,200?
Absolutely insane out of Westrice. Doing that next to Steve's Lux support. 25 stack Medjais, landed maybe one ultimate.
You miss all the ultimates that you don't take.
The entire game.
Look,
we gotta take
you miss all the ultimates.
Yeah, exactly.
If you just
look where that sentence could have
If you look at the post-game screen, right, with 25 stacks, the scoreline, he played a great game. You know, let's just not get into the actual watching it.
Right, anecdotally, not so much.
He was hitting all the bindings. He just couldn't seem to pair the two up.
I want to draw attention back to that jungle matchup, if anything, to talk about the disparity, I think, in play between the two. While, yes, Medic may have gotten the better of Kobe in the first 2 levels, I think beyond that, it was heavily Kobe favored.
Ooh, the 0.5 KDA.
The rock.
You really hate to
what
see
was he,
that.
110-4 or something like that at the end of the game? Going for pure damage Jarvan off of the Merc Tread Rush.
He was gonna hit that 35-minute Black Cleaver real soon. The game would have turned around.
Things were about to turn online, baby.
Yeah, but he decided to go for the power spike item. He sold everything, got a Tear of the Goddess and a GA. So just 5 more minutes and the game was his.
You know, one of the things that I really respected, though, about the European team is the solidarity that Young Buck showed, and also inting alongside Medic, and matching that.
I had such high hopes too. The way that Vedius was talking Young Buck up in the top lane, sole hope for Europe on this Renekton pick that he had been expecting in Champion Select to come through. I was like, all right, the 1v9 pop off is coming. not so much.
Look, all I'm going to say is that the EU team fully met my expectations for this one.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Well, game one and the show match goes over to North America. You heard from Steve. He's hoping to end the tournament the way it started, with a victory for the NA squad. Plenty of games to go, though, before we get to that best-of-5 relay race. So for those of you who have already have ProView for your region, make sure you're taking advantage of your LCS or LEC pass, which includes Rift Rivals, powered by Alienware. You can scout how Perks and Sneaky match up in lane, and meet us back here for G2 Esports versus Cloud9 after the break.
Kelsey.